roads, and in this final stage, the relentless climb to victory. Each kilometer a testament to the unyielding determination that defines the human heart. You have not just raced against each other. You have raced against doubts, against fatigues, against every obstacle that tried to stand in your way. This powerful display of human resilience has resonated deeply with us at the BCDA, unfolding across the very landscapes where we are building the future for our country. This tour of Luzon has mastered. You have journeyed through the modern vision of New Clark City, its world-class sports facilities standing as a symbol of our commitment to athletic excellence and future urban living. Your passage across New Clark City's iconic Sacobia Bridge highlighted the vital connectivity we strive to foster. The vibrant economic activity of Clark Freeport Zone was not just a backdrop, but a tangible representation of the growth and opportunity we're cultivating in Central Luzon. And here, in the historic and beautiful Camp John Hay, your final ascent embodied the very spirit of overcoming challenges that drives our nation forward. Camp John Hay, with its own history of resilience and renewal, likewise embarking on its own great revival, is a fitting place for this extraordinary athletic event. It reminds us that true greatness is not found in comfort, but in courage, not in easy victories, but in battles fought with the heart. Today, we stand here together to celebrate and honor not only the winners, but every single soul who dared to start this tour. Every drop of sweat, every aching muscle, every tough decision to press on. These are victories in themselves. We salute not just the champions, but the spirit of every competitor. To our cyclists, you have inspired us. You have shown us what it means to endure, to fight, and to finish strong. To the organizers, headed by Pato, the volunteers, sponsors, your tireless work has made all possible. To everyone who watched and cheered, to everyone here today, to those who cheered for our cyclists, your passion, enthusiasm, and unwavering support truly embody the Filipino spirit. Congratulations to all. Welcome to everyone. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you so much once again to BCDA Chairman Attorney Hilario B. Paredes. You know, we said earlier that we're having this very special occasion in a place known for its distinct charm and undefeated beauty. And more than that, it is also known as heavily entrenched in the history of the Tour of Luzon. It's just fitting that we end the great revival here in Baguio City. And of course, making all that possible is our gracious host, the honorable leader of Baguio City, Mayor Benjamin Magalong. Mayor Benjamin will have a very special message for everyone as he will join us on stage.
Let me acknowledge the presence of our Secretary of the Interior and Local Government, John Vic Remulla, Sir Attorney Hilario Paredes, Mr. R.A. Perez, Mr. Pato Gregorio, Ms. Siena Olaso, our cycling legends, Mr. Paquito Rivas, Mr. Carlo Gieb, and Mr. Renato Dolosa. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. To all our guests, organizers, our cycling champions, our supporters, our partners, and all the volunteers, welcome to the city of Baguio. And on behalf of the city government of Baguio, I warmly welcome all of you to the summer capital and to the climactic finale of the MPTC Tour of Luzon titled Ascent to Greatness. That was the great revival. I understand this year's Tour of Luzon originally featured 119 cyclists and 17 teams. And this event not only tested the limits of human endurance, but also showcased the spirit and determination of our cyclists. And we're better to end this legendary journey than right here in the city of Baguio, a city defined by its elevation, by its grit, and where the so-called boys of summer welcome the cold air as a relief from the heat in the lowlands. Today's final leg, this pedal or die challenge up our nerve-breaking slopes, is not just a race to the top. It is a testament to character. To each of our cyclists, you did not just conquer the road, you conquered yourselves. Each one of you made it here today are truly the best of the best. To the Tour of Luzon organizers, particularly Metro Pacific Tollways, thank you for choosing Baguio as your penultimate stage and for promoting sports tourism and wellness. Your advocacy uplifts not only our athletes, but also communities and destinations like the city of Baguio. Let this tour inspire more young people to embrace cycling, not just a sport, but a symbol of grit, focus, and discipline. And I know it because I myself is a biker. I hope our very own Baguio Lady Biker and Sangatan Bike Festival co-convener, Attorney Marisa Dacayanan, won't mind me promoting it here. The Sangatan Bike Festival po was awarded second place in the ATAP Sports Tourism Awards last year. It will be held month-long. It will be held this month, and it will be a month-long event. And to all our riders, you have truly risen to greatness. Welcome to the top. Welcome to the city of Baguio. Congratulations once again. Mabuhay po kayo.
Thank you so much, Mayor Mogalong, and thank you for the warm welcome here in Baguio City. I know the Tour of Luzon, the Great Revival, has received a ton of support from all over the Philippines. It was viewed thousands of times as we were kept in awe by the efforts of all our amazing cyclists. And for more on what transpired in the MPTC Tour of Luzon's Great Revival and what this tournament ultimately represents, may we call on stage our chief organizer, Mr. Patrick Pato Gregorio. Welcome on stage, Sir Pato. We'll also be introducing our guest of honor after his speech.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Good evening. My first sentence is, we did it. Congratulations. You know, at the onset, we all thought it was impossible to do this. Nobody could believe that in a span of 2 months, we can organize something as big as this. But Chairman Manuel V. Pangilinan believed, and the Metro Pacific Tollways supported. You know, we already know that cycling is a very popular sport. But we were pleasantly surprised to discover that cycling actually might be the most popular sport in the Philippines. Why do I say this? Because our reach went from 0 to close to 100 million in 10 days. Views, that's unprecedented. Ang ganda pala ng sport na ito. Sa lahat ng mga siklista, at teams na sumali. Pakinggan niyo po ako. Kung pinukaw namin ang inyong mga damdamin, pinukaw niyo rin ang aming mga hangarin. To the 500 men and women who were part of this story, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And if there's one government agency that we badly needed to do all of this, it was the Department of Interior and Local Government. We are very happy that the Secretary of the Interior and Local Government also believes in what sports can do for regions and communities. I can actually introduce him in one sentence, but the Secretary also happens to be a dear brother and a friend. You know, if we can convince Secretary John Vic to support Philippine cycling, the same way we convinced him to support the UP men's basketball team, I think we have a good future. Everyone, let us welcome our guest of honor, Secretary John Vic Remulla.
Thank you very much. To my dear friend and the organizer, Patrick Pato Sip Gregorio. Our congratulations greetings to our Mayor Benji Bagalong, to the MPTC family. Our congratulations to the champion of the Tour of Luzon from South Korea, Dae Young-ju. Dae Young-ju, where are you? Can you please stand up and be recognized? Congratulations. Can I ask for everyone to stand up and offer a minute of silence to the late Bert Lina, who was the champion of Philippine cycling for the longest time. His wife and his family are here. I think Bert Lina would be very happy if he saw all of us here and the revival of the sport that he truly loved. Ma'am. Thank you very much. Wherever you are, Mr. Lina, I'm sure you're very happy and your family is very proud too. Congratulations, ma'am. Konti lang yung sa inyo nakakala nyo ang Luzon ay ang Luzon Island lamang. Luzon also encapsulates Palawan, Mindoro, Romblon, and all those other islands na kasama sa Luzon Group of Islands. Next year, dapat isama nyo na ang buong Luzon chain of islands. Mag-umpisa kayo sa North Luzon, umakyat kayo hanggang sa Busuanga, tawid kayo papuntang Mindoro, mula Mindoro, baba kayo ng Batangas, Batangas, umakyat kayo ng Tagaytay, Tagaytay, bumaba kayo ng Laguna, Laguna papuntang Quirino, at mula Quirino, Quezon, Quirino, Isabela, matapos kayo dito sa Baguio. Dapat mula ngayon, ang Baguio na ang home of the finishing leg of the Tour of Luzon. The Tour of Luzon not only illustrates sportsmanship, competition, and strength, it represents the beauty of the Philippine Islands. As our cyclists pedal, giving all their might, focusing on that elusive crown, the camera shows the beauty of what the Philippines is all about. And what they showed in the last week in the last 1,000 kilometers is only part and parcel of the beauty of what the Philippines has to offer. You can count on the department. Ako po ay makakasama nyo bilang co-organizer ng susunod ng Tour of Luzon, MPTC. Magkakasama tayo. But to make this bigger and better, let us invite teams from all over the world and make this one of the premier cycling championships in the world. The Philippines has much to offer. Luzon has much to offer. MPTC has much to offer. Baguio City has much to offer. Cycling wins. The Philippines wins. Thank you very much. Good evening to all of you. Congratulations to all of the participants. And congratulations to MPTC. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.
Once again, a warm round of applause for Secretary John Vic Remulla. At kung totoo po na mapupuntahan natin lahat ng lugar na sinabi ni Secretary John Vic ay si Sir Pato Gregorio, bukas na bukas po kailangan magtrabaho na dahil mahirap ang logistics ng ganyan karaming lugar, but we all know that our team is up for the challenge. Now, before we move on to the awarding ceremony, may we call on the MPTC Tour of Luzon 2025 Race Director, Mr. Lorenzo June Lumibao, as he will do the honors of acknowledging the presence of some of the country's most revered cycling legends. Sir June Lumibao, please join us on stage. A warm round of applause, please, for our hard-working race director.
Ngayon, we are privileged to have with us ang mga former champions ng Tour of Luzon, which came in many forms in the past. So may I acknowledge si ating mga former champions na nandito. Mark John Lexer Galedo, where are you? Please stand up. Ang coach ng 7-Eleven Road Bike Philippines. Mark Galedo. Ayun, si Mark Galedo. And then we have El Joshua Carino, ang former Le Tour de Filipinas champion, ang coach ng Victoria Sports Cycling Team. El Joshua, yun. Okay, sorry. We also have John Paul Morales. John Paul, where are you? Ayun si John Paul. George Aconer of Standard Insurance. Pareho silang taga Standard Insurance. George, nakapila ata sa buffet. And then Ronald Lomotos. Where's Ronald? Nandun din, Standard Insurance Philippines. And Santi Barnachea, ang coach ng MPT Metro Hub. Santi. Okay. So we have our former champions now. We also acknowledge our all-time greats who are with us tonight, who are sharing this closing ceremony and awarding of prizes program. Legends, please come up the stage when I call you. The original and the former Eagle of the Mountain, Mr. Paquito Rivas. Si Mr. Paquito Rivas, 1979 champion, ang Eagle of the Mountain. And then we have also Mr. Carlo Geb, ang certified mountain climber din po, back-to-back Marlboro Tour champion, 1994 and 93-94. And with him, with the two legends, is Mr. Renato Dolosa, ang two-time champion, ang thinking rider, tinatawag namin, 1992 and 1995.
All right, from former champs to the current kings, we proceed with our awarding ceremonies. To help us And handing out the following prestigious trophies are our Executive Director of the MPTC Tour of Luzon. Please welcome on stage, Mr. Are Perez. Mr. Are, please join us here. Also joining us is our Chief Organizer, Mr. Patrick Gregorio. They will also be joined by Signal TV's first Vice President and Head of Channels and Content Management, Ms. Shena G. Olazo, as additional prizes will be given courtesy of the MPTC Tour of Luzon's official broadcast partner. The following accolades will be given to the tour's best under-23 rider, the Sprint King, and the Eagle of the Mountain. These awards, of course, will be presented by the legends we have on stage, Mr. Carlo Gieb, Mr. Renato Dolosa, and Mr. Paquito Rivas. Of course, we will also announce our team winners headlined by our overall team champion. Following that will be the announcement of our individual winners, capped off by our individual champions. So, Sir Are, Sir Pato, please take it away. Sir Are, just a few words first for all of our cyclists here today before we proceed with our awarding.
Okay. My job here is to award you guys after grueling 8 days. Here you are. This is your night. This is the night for everyone, particularly you cyclists and the teams. Congratulations. Pwede ho bang palakpakan natin ng lahat for making this a very successful event. Pahiram ho ng cellphone ko, nandun daw yung babasahin ko.
All right, we are starting off with our Sprint King, our under-23, our Eagle of the Mountain, our overall team, and our overall individual. Here we go with our awardees. We send it back to Mr. Are Perez.
Okay. We award for the Sprint King General Classification. Tapos na ba kayong kumain, mga siklista? Kasi I'll be asking you to come over here for the awards. For third place, from Standard Insurance Philippines, John Paul Morales.
John Paul Morales will win 15,000 pesos cash as a third placer. He will also win, along with all of our awardees, a 1-year subscription to Pilipinas Live, courtesy of Signal TV. Congratulations once again to our third placer in the Sprint King General Classification. Let's move forward with our second placer.
Now we move to the next. In second place, from Victoria Sports Professional Cycling Team, on Sprint King General Classification, Ian Kahukom.
Ian Kahukom. two-time stage winner here in your 2025 MPTC Tour of Luzon. He wins 20,000 pesos. Congratulations.
Our next award, our champion, the Sprint King General Classification from Metro Pacific Tollways Drive Hub. From Pangasinan, Mervin Corpus.
Mervin Corpus, our Sprint King for your 2025 MPTC Tour of Luzon. He will be winning 30,000 pesos alongside 1-year subscription from Pilipinas Live courtesy of Signal TV. Congratulations to all of our amazing sprinters. Now we head to the best youngsters, to our under 23.
Best Young Rider General Classification, third place from 7-Eleven, John Patrick Pagtalunan.
And this third place award will come with a check for 30,000 pesos. Congratulations.
Our second place from Standard Insurance Philippines, Dave Iron Kangayaw.
And the second placer for the under 23 general classification will win 50,000 pesos from the MPTC.
And our best young rider champion from Go for Gold, James Paul Ryan Escumbian.
And our under 23 general classification champion will win a check for 100,000 pesos. Once again, congratulations to all our winners in the under 23 category. Surely the future is bright for Philippine cycling because of the young talent that we have in front of us.
This is a very unique award. The Eagle of the Mountain awardees, who will become like their idols who are on stage right now. For third place, from Metro Pacific Tollways Drive Hub, Junel Carcueva.
Congratulations to our third placer in the Eagle of the Mountain competitions. He wins 30,000 pesos for his efforts.
Eagle of the Mountain, second place, from Standard Insurance Philippines, John Paul Morales.
For the second time this evening, John Paul Morales gets an award, gets a check for 50,000 pesos as our second placer for the Eagle of the Mountain competitions. But before we proceed to our Eagle of the Mountain, we would like to welcome on stage, call on stage, the chairman of Legado Motors, the distributor of Dongfang, Mr. Wilbert Lim, to join us for the awarding. Mr. Wilbert Lim, please join us on stage for the awarding.
And now we award the champion, the Eagle of the Mountain Award. From Excellent Noodles Cycling Team, number 14, Joshua Pascual.
Amazing performance earlier today by Joshua Pascual, and he is the Eagle of the Mountain in the great revival of the Tour of Luzon. He wins 100,000 pesos as the Eagle of the Mountain and receives a bonus check of 1,500 US dollars coming from Mr. Wilbert Lim, again the chairman of Legado Motors. Congratulations, well done.
Thank you, Doc Feng.
Thank you, Sir Wilbert, for joining us in that awarding. We move forward with our individual team honors. Which team did best? We find out now.
Now we award the team general classification 5th place. 7-Eleven Click Road Bike Philippines.
The 5th placer will win 200,000 pesos from the FPTC. Congratulations.
For 4th place, team general classification, Victoria Sports Pro Cycling Team.
Once again, a warm round of applause for our 4th place team, and they will win 300,000 pesos here in the Tour.
Go for Gold Philippines.
Congratulations to Go for Gold Philippines, winning the 3rd spot in our team general classification. They win 500,000 pesos for their efforts here in the 2025 MPTC Tour of Luzon.
Standard Insurance Philippines.
Standard Insurance Philippines winning the second spot for our team general classification, and they will win as a squad 700,000 pesos.
For Team General Classification, Metro Pacific Tollways Drive Hub Cycling Team.
Oh, it is all for a come from behind variety. Competing on the back foot from the second spot and winning it all. And winning 1 million pesos courtesy of our chairman, Manny V. Pangilinan. I think we will be having a very special guest on stage in PBA MVP and one of the PBA's 50 greatest players, The Rock, Mr. Asi Taulava. Some will have to sit in front because this is a big group again. Congratulations to our champions in the team general classification. The MPT Drive Hub Squad, the best of the best for your 2025 MPTC Tour of Luzon. I see you will have to hold up the trophy. Big smiles, everyone, again. Your MPT Drive Hub Squad, the champions in the team general classification for your 2025 Tour of Luzon. Congratulations to all of our squads. Well done. We saw the teamwork. We saw the chemistry, and we appreciate your efforts. But now it is time for the big one. It's time to award our winners for the individual general classification as he sent it back to Mr. Are Perez. We would like to invite on stage the ILG Secretary, Mr. John Vic Remulla, and of course representing Smart Communications, Mr. Anastasio Boy Martinez. Please join us on stage, sir.
Now we proceed with the individual general classification. 5th place, Standard Insurance Philippines, Jeremy Lizardo.
Jeremy Lizardo, Standard Insurance Philippines, will be our 5th place finisher and will win 120,000 pesos for his effort.
from Victoria Sports Pro Cycling Team, Nicole Pareja.
From Victoria Sports, Nicole Pareja, congratulations, winning the 4th place finish and earning a price check of 220,000 pesos.
Now, 3rd place from MPT Drive Hub from Cebu, Junel Carcueva.
Junel Carcueva from Cebu, representing the MPT Drive Hub, wins the 3rd spot. 350,000 pesos here in your MPTC Tour of Luzon.
Now for 2nd place, individual general classification from Standard Insurance Philippines, John Paul Morales.
John Paul Morales. Oh, what a heartbreaker. It was almost there. One of the closest races we've had, if not the closest in history. Just 6 seconds away from the eventual winner. But still, what an effort coming from behind and putting out an amazing performance here in Baguio. He will win 500,000 pesos.
Now, our tour champion of the MPTC Tour of Luzon 2025, wearing the yellow jersey from day 1 to day 8 from Gapyong Cycling Team, Ju Dae Young.
From stage 1 up to here in Baguio in stage 8, he wore the yellow jersey. And what an effort from this South Korean cyclist, winning 1 million pesos courtesy of Mr. Manny V. Pangilinan, our chairman. There were some anxious moments very late as he knew it was going to be a photo finish between him and John Paul Morales, but in the end, 6 seconds was the final gap as he emerges as the individual general classification top finisher or champion of your 2025 MPTC Tour of Luzon. All of our awardees will also receive MWell watches. Again, extending love coming from the MVP group of companies as Asi Taulava will join us once again. He will not lift the trophy. He will lift the winner of the trophy. Yes, he will. The Rock with our champion here in the Tour of Luzon. Once again, congratulations. And congratulations as well to all of our winners. Well done, gentlemen. We're proud of your efforts. Thank you, Mr. Are Perez. Thank you, Mr. Patrick Gregorio, our secretary of the DILG as well, Sir John Vic Remulla. We thank our legends, but we would like to request Mr. Boy Martinez to remain on stage, please, for the next part. Sir Boy, please remain on stage as this is going to be a very, very important part. Thank you, Sir Pato, for joining us. This next part is going to be important for all of us because we already paid tribute for him earlier. We continue with that today. Everyone, we're now at this part where the program signifies a passing of the torch from the Philippine cycling savior, the late great Alberto Lina, to the new spearheads of the Tour of Luzon's Great Revival. May we call on stage to join our Smart Communications Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Anastasio Boy Martinez. We call on Ms. Sylvia Lina, the wife of Sir Bert Lina, to join us. Ms. Sylvia, please join us on stage. Along with the Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation, Mr. Luis Reñon, to also join us on stage. Please take the center stage. Ma'am Sylvia, Sir Boy, Mr. Luis. Again, please give a warm round of applause to the people who revive Philippine cycling and the guys who will take it to the next generation. Again, please, a warm round of applause for our group here in front. Let's celebrate Philippine cycling, and they are a huge reason why we're feeding them tonight, because they signify what the future holds for Philippine cycling. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much. We appreciate all of your efforts. We thank you. We miss the presence of Mr. Bert Lina, but we appreciate everything that you and your family has done for the sport of cycling. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Ladies and gentlemen, we're approaching the finish, but before that, we would like to call back on stage the Executive Director of the Tour of Luzon, Mr. Ari Perez, for the closing of the MPTC Tour of Luzon and then the opening of our new cycling season. Sir Ari Perez, please join us on stage. A round of applause, please, for Sir Ari.
Good evening, everyone. I hope that you're enjoying the food as much as we've enjoyed the race. It has been 8 days. 8 days of exciting cycling every day. But for the organizing committee, it's about 2 months to prepare for this wonderful revival of this summer spectacle. May I borrow the words of the chairman of Duck World, my friend and a brother also. We made it. We did it. Thank you. Thank you, brother, for believing that we can pull this off in 2 months. I would like to thank all those who believed in us, because without them, this would have not happened. I would like to thank the chairman of the MVP group, Chairman Manny V. Pangilinan, for believing that we can do this. The MVP group, of course, I'd like to mention, without her, we wouldn't have any broadcast. Miss Sienna G. Olaso, or we fondly call her SGO. Thank you also to our sponsors, but without their father, Secretary Junvic Remulla, they will not act within 1 day's notice. Thank you, Secretary Junvic Remulla. And I may borrow again from the Commissar number 1, Mr. Jun Lumibaw, who I fondly call as Lomi, Sir Lomi, Boss Lomi, and now Commissioner. After 8 days, he said, while we were in vegan at the stage 3, he said, it will be like a blur. Indeed, it is a blur. It looks like I'm itching for more. We're itching for more, for bigger and better Tour of Luzon. And now I declare that a new season awaits for cycling. Tour of Luzon 2026 is upon us. Cyclists, teams, prepare to battle. Prepare to win for much bigger prizes. Let's ride. Philippine cycling is alive. Thank you to the legacy of Tito Bert Lina. Thank you to MVP. And mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang Philippine cycling.
Maraming salamat once again to our Executive Director of the Tour of Luzon, Mr. Ari Perez. And that will be the end of this program officially. I hope you all enjoyed the dinner that you've had. 8 stages, all amazing. We met so many spectacular athletes who treated us with a test of their will, their power, and their human spirit. And we saw the best of it here today at the end, here in Baguio City. Again, it has been my honor and pleasure to be your host for this evening. My name is Carlo Pamentuan, and please stick around because in just a little bit, we have prepared a very special treat for you, courtesy of our friends from Smart Communications. In a while, in a few minutes, when they prepare, we will have one of the top musical acts in this entire country. In just a few minutes, we will have Ben and Ben! Good evening, everyone. Stick around for their performance. And thank you. Mabuhay ang 2025 MPTC Tour of Luzon. Of our champions to please join us on the right side of the stage because we will be requesting for your signatures for a special jersey that we
few songs. We're down to our last